Well, today I decided to finally put the doorknob on the front door of the Beachside Bungalow. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy this project is. All right, so here is the set of doorknobs that I bought. I got this at Hobby Lobby. They were $2.49. That's what I'm going to use on the front of the Beachside Bungalow. This is a project I should have done a couple of years ago. It would have been easier before I put the door on the dollhouse. I just didn't have the doorknob and I kept forgetting to get one. But these have one problem that really irritates me. I love the detail of the keyhole. What I hate is that if you just put them on your dollhouse, you can actually see the color of the door, which means the keyhole on the Beachside Bungalow will be white. It wouldn't be white in real life. It would be a black void. You wouldn't see in there. So I made that mistake a couple of times. And then I figured out this little trick that I do before I put the keyhole, the knob onto the door. So I've got, this is literally a scrap of paper off of one of our Cricut projects. It's white medium weight cardstock. You could use printer paper. The weight of the paper doesn't matter here at all. It just needs to be thin enough and small enough that it will fit in there. Now I've got it so it fits. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black Sharpie. You could use black paint. You could use a black marker. Pretty much anything. And color this black. Now, since we are working with metal, I'm going to use E6000. This is what I'm going to attach the knob to the dollhouse with, and it's what I'm going to attach this in with. So I'm going to put a little bit out. I'm going to work, and I'm working on a piece of parchment paper. It's really important that you work on something that this won't stick to. And now I'm going to put some E6000 on the front of this. This way it won't slip out when I'm gluing this onto the dollhouse. And this will need to dry at least most of the way. Now, put that in there. Make sure it's covering that pesky little hole. And now suddenly we don't have white showing through our doorknob. So I'm going to leave this to dry. I'll probably let it dry overnight just to make sure it's all the way dry. And then tomorrow morning we can put this onto the front door of the dollhouse. I'll see you then. The E6000 that I used to glue this in is completely cured, so that won't be a problem now. And the next thing I did off camera this morning is I measured how far it is from the center of the doorknob to the bottom of this little plate that goes behind the doorknob. And it's pretty close to a ½ inch from center of doorknob to bottom. I want my doorknob to be 3 inches from the porch floor on the dollhouse, or thereabouts. In real life doorknobs, there's a couple of inches that give leeway of where you put your doorknob. I looked it up online. So ½ inch away from 3 inches is 2.5. So I grabbed a scrap of craft stick that was sitting on my table. That's what was on it. And I marked it at 2.5 inches and I cut it off as straight as I could. So now when I put this against here, this knob is 3 inches to here. So that's our prep work. This is just a guide. It's like a jig or a form. We're just using it for placement. I've got my dollhouse over here on the end of the table. So let's move over there and we'll see about getting this glued on. All right, now we are at the front porch of the dollhouse. Hopefully I won't knock the camera down. I'll try and remember to take a picture of how I've got this set up. You guys are going to laugh at how the professional YouTuber sets up a shot because I had no way to get my tripod in here. So here is the front door. I have the front door actually blocked. I have something heavy inside the dollhouse against the inside of the front door to keep it closed. I have my glue in hand. I have a cat trying to help, which is going to make this even more interesting. I have this, and this can fit right here. And this way I will be able to see where to put my door handle. And I'll probably have to hold this for a few minutes off camera after I get it glued in. Hopefully I won't knock you guys too many times. I think I'm going to try to put it right about there. I'm going to try and center it as best I can on this piece of wood and with the bottom resting on there. And do not, yep, there you're seeing my cat's ear. He's trying to figure out how to get in here. This is going to be an interesting process, I think. And I'm seeing that I forgot to bring a toothpick, so I'm putting glue off camera. I'm putting some E6000 inside the opening of the door handle. I'm trying not to get it on the outside of the door handle, though. Oops. Okay. Oh, there's Alex. Let's see. I'm trying to get my hand in without knocking you guys around too much. All right. Now, oops, it's not straight. There's the cat helping. He's always helping, whether you see him on camera or just hear him or whatever. All right, that feels like it's going to stay pretty much in place. I'm going to turn the camera off, let this dry, see if I can get the cat distracted so he doesn't destroy the entire universe. And when this dries, I'll come back and we'll talk about how it looks. All right, the glue has dried enough that I was able to take the little piece of wood out from underneath it so that it won't, move around now. I love how this looks. The door looks so much more finished with the doorknob in place. It looks more like a house, like the dolls can actually get in their house. Be sure and check the blog post. There's photos over there as well as more information and my thoughts as I was going through the video clips. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure and leave a thumbs up and leave a comment. What kinds of things would you like to see in future videos? If you enjoy my content and haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.